It's Lisa. So I am making this video, and it's not for work or anything like that. It's just me. It's a Monday. It's a rough Monday. Y'all see already. And also this is not, anything like that. It's just Lisa. It's not Lisa the attorney or it's just Lisa. I have to share a thought with you all. And the spirit told me, don't worry about getting it pretty up. Don't do a filter. Just go ahead and jump out there. Okay. So here it is, filterless and all, just as it is. Okay. So here's the deal. The message: we have to make room for our growth. One more time. We have to make room for our growth. And that hit me today because I know that we do things and say things and so forth, and we don't realize like what that's going to look like a year down the line, right? So for instance, let's call this person a friend, okay? I'm not talking about one specific person. I'm actually talking about an amalgamation of several different people, right? Possibly myself included. We'll never know. But the question is, are you included in this, right? So here, let me describe this person, okay? This person literally, every time something happens, right, they can only look at it from one angle. And that one angle is how they perceive it. And how they perceive it, it must be right. They just don't have the ability to sort of look at it from different perspectives, right? They just don't have that ability, right? So therefore, it's only how they perceive it, right? And so they act accordingly based on how they perceive it. So for instance, if they're going through something, right, and everything sort of has a negative pallor to it, then whatever else goes on, they're going to automatically perceive it as negative. They're going to automatically perceive it as a front. If they think that, everybody is out to get them or that they can't trust certain people or whatever, whenever certain people do anything that they don't understand, or maybe that from their perspective doesn't look that great, then they're automatically going to go with, I don't trust that. Okay. So this person, that's how they handle things. Right. And then sometimes, life, as we keep living, right, then life is revealed that, oh, well, it wasn't that perspective. It's a different perspective. Or maybe they come out of the funk that they were in when they first looked at it, and now they can see it from a different perspective, right? But the damage is already done. Like they've already gone off on that person, or they've already instigated that argument, or they've already, whatever. They've already wreaked the havoc. They've already, sabotaged the good, right? But then when they see it from that perspective, and instead of saying, wow, sabotage that, wreaked havoc on that, let's never do it again, right? The answer is, I didn't know better then, but now I've grown. So you've got to give me that leeway because I'm still learning. No, I don't. No, nobody does, right? So here's the thing. We have to make room for our growth. So if you already know where you're at, you might not want to address it, right? We never want to address it because sometimes it's hard. It's hard to address, but you already know where you're at. So you have to make room for your growth, especially when you're dealing with perspectives, giving people the benefit of the doubt. You can't always look at people's actions through your trauma and believe you have the right perspective. You just can't. I have a person who's close to me, or who was close to me, and their thought was, Lisa should be doing this, 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 and this, and this. Well, why? What's the basis for you believing that? And it just feels right. Well, no, what it feels like is that you're looking at it through your perspective, right? And your perspective may be cloudy with trauma, may be cloudy with ignorance because you didn't know any better. Ignorance is not a bad thing. Ignorance is just literally, I don't know, right? And I don't know that I don't know, right? So it might be clouded with ignorance. It might be clouded with negativity. If you have a negative outlook, and you're used to people trying to screw you over, that's how you're going to look at things, right? Any action that goes against what you believe to be right is somebody trying to screw you over. It might be clouded through fear, Fear might be the thing because you might not be confident in what you're talking about or what you're thinking about doing or what you want to have done. And so that's fear, all of these different things. But the truth is that if you act according to that and don't either ask more questions or get a better understanding, then you are literally severing your opportunity to grow. You're severing room for your growth. You really are. You're ruining good relationships. So that's the word that I'm getting for you all today, for everybody. I don't know, maybe it's for me. Don't sever your growth. Don't do that. Okay. So just wanted to jump out there and say that. Talk to y'all soon. Take care. Mwah.